Okay, grow on YouTube, new community. Uh, it's Saturday and we have our kickoff meeting next week. Instead of going Facebook Live, I just thought I'm testing a few things with my setup. So I'm just going to record and talk about what we're going to talk about next week. And in the meantime, I'm going to be testing out some new lighting, new cameras, whatever. So I have one camera here. All right, so this is actually an iPhone 15 on continuity camera, and then I have a webcam here. So I have both cameras set up to record. All right, and then I'm also recording this screen here. All right, so one of the things that I wanted to join a group like this is because I needed more accountability, and I just wanted to connect with people who also want to grow on YouTube so we can share ideas. There are tons of videos that give you tons of suggestions on what you can do to grow your YouTube, to work on mindset, to help you with lighting and recording and post-production. There's just too much information. So through my journey, I've discovered that what we really need is we need accountability. We need community. So I wanted to join a group, but then I decided, well, I'll just go create a group, and if only one person shows up, that's okay. So nobody has, I don't think anybody has registered yet for the kickoff meeting next week, but that's okay. As long as one person shows up, I think Jean, who's already posted her link in the Google Sheets, we will break down her channel to tell her to share ideas on how she can improve her conversions. The main thing is, if you've had any experience on YouTube, what happens is your growth rate or your growth in new subscribers will reach a plateau. And what that means is you haven't reached the tipping point where there's a bunch of people coming to your channel, they're sharing it, they're staying on it, they're staying engaged. So it plateaus because the algorithm says, okay, people aren't watching, people aren't interested, people are not subscribing, so they're clicking away. So we're just going to share this with less people because less people are interested. So the way to get more views and more subscribers is to constantly tweak something. Because when you tweak something, the algorithm will say, okay, now this channel is doing something different. Let me test it. And then when they test it, you'll see it in the analytics and you'll see it in the results. Okay, so I started really focusing on YouTube, I think about 2 or 3 months ago. So you can see that, I'm just sharing my screen now. So you can see in the last 90 days, I've actually done pretty well. I've gotten 174 new subscribers organically just by starting to focus more on making some small change every single day. But I recently reached a plateau. So in the last 7 days, I've got a net 0 subscribers, which hadn't happened in about 8 to 9 weeks, where I got 0 subscribers, net subscribers in the last 7 days. Okay, so that's good news. That means YouTube is telling me that whatever you've been doing, we've already reached the peak of how many people we're going to promote that to, because the analytics or the data has told us that unless you do something different, the people that are seeing your video in their search or in their feed, they're not either clicking on it or they're not engaged, which means they're not watching your videos long enough. So those are the analytics. Okay, so when YouTube tells you that based on what you're currently doing, your channel has plateaued, then you need to do something different. Okay, so it's a continuous improvement process. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you what I've done this week to improve my channel and what I'm going to do next week to improve my channel. And we'll look in the analytics and see if it works in 7 days. All right, so one of the things that I realized is branding is really important. So I did that 2-minute, or in my case, it's only a 1-minute self-introduction. Who am I to people on YouTube. Okay. And I said no adjectives. So I'm a curator of Chinese phrases and idioms for Western learners. I'm a storyteller in English and Chinese, and I'm an explainer of Chinese cultural concepts. Okay. Now I'm targeting parents with children ages 4 to 15 who are learning Chinese, but a lot of my content is more for adults. Okay. Which means the parents might watch it, but they wouldn't share it with their kids necessarily because this is more adult content. When I say adult, I just mean for professionals, older people, not for children. Okay, so when I started making better thumbnails, using better marketing copy, hashtags, emojis, and all that stuff, I got a big boost in the number of views and subscribers and things that were pushing it to. But then people coming to my channel probably didn't understand exactly why they were there, because I have two different audiences. Some of the videos when I talk about the trade war between US and China, that may not be for kids, even though I'm teaching what Chinese netizens may say. All right, so when I look at my channel, so what do I need to do? I need to first change the banner, because the first thing they see is the banner, okay? And even though I'm a published author, people who come to my channel, nobody cares about me, okay? Nobody is searching my name, but they are searching the keywords of the things that I talk about. So one of the things that you may want to consider is, if nobody is searching for your name, don't use your name as your title, because it doesn't help people understand why they're there. Nobody's there to see me, but they might be here to see my content when it comes to a feed. All right. So because the title of my book is What Do You Say to a Friend in China? This matches kind of both audiences, the adult audience, which is the parents of children, and the children who are learning Chinese or learning Mandarin, and they want to learn a little bit of Chinese culture too. So this is okay. What do you say to a friend in China? That's okay. It's original, but it matches my branding, because my books are called What Do You Say? My children's books are called What Do You Say to a Friend in China? All right. The next thing is the banner that I had didn't really tell the viewer, the new viewer, why they're there. All right. So so this is the camera tracking. So sometimes it starts to track. So I have to put up when I put up my hand, it says, okay, it's tracking, but I don't want it to track me. So I had to put my hand up again. Anyway, so I added this line here for kids and the parents raising them. Okay, so now when people come to my channel, they know that this channel serves two audiences. It's for the kids who are learning Mandarin Chinese and want to learn a little bit of culture, but it's also serving the parents who are raising kids. So if you're in America and you are sending your kids to learn Mandarin, which I'm in Southern California, so a lot of families and parents here send their kids to learn Chinese. There's so many bilingual schools and trilingual schools starting as early as pre-K to teach Mandarin. So there's a lot of those people in my community here in Southern California. All right, so when people come to my channel, I want them to know that it's for kids and it's for the parents raising their kids. So the parents who might be interested in their kids learning Mandarin, they also might be interested in doing business in China, or they have Chinese business partners, because there's some connection there. And those are the people that I normally serve, is the people who are doing business in China. That's my traditional core area of expertise, helping Americans understand how to do business in China. All right. So the next thing I wanted to do is, when people go to your channel, they look at the banner, they look at the title. Does it make sense for them to look a little bit further and click more? What is this channel about? So the description is also very important. And by the way, the description is also important because of the keywords in the algorithm. Okay, so I changed my description completely. My original description was, it talks about me becoming a stay-at-home dad. wanting to create content for my 5-year-old son because we're living in Southern California, blah, blah, blah. People don't care about that as a small channel. They don't really care about my story yet. Now, once I reach 10,000 subscribers, then they will want to watch videos more about me. But before I reach 10,000 subscribers, they come here and they're deciding, do I want to stay? Is there anything here valuable or entertaining for me to learn? All right. So my description is updated. Now it's just Mandarin learning meets understanding Chinese culture for both kids and the parents raising them. For kids, watch and learn together. Fun and engaging videos to support young learners of Mandarin Chinese. For parents, deep insights into Chinese culture, psychology, and communication patterns. And it'll be translated, analyzed, and explained because the adult avatar that I'm targeting is also adults who are learning Mandarin Chinese. So they may want to learn with their children. All right. And then I have to give them a little information. A new video drops every Saturday at 8 a.m. for kids and every Thursday at 5 p.m. for parents. All right. So this is what I've updated. Now, what else do I need to update that I haven't updated yet? I need to update. So I started to update my playlists. Okay. So all the playlists have to make sense. So since right now my primary goal is to sell children's books, my playlists, when they scroll down, it needs to be related to the kids' videos. Okay, so what do you say to a friend from China? Okay, so this is the series of children's books that I created. So these are these videos. All right, Mandarin Storytime, famous kids' books read in Chinese. This is the second one. Learn Mandarin phrases plus Chinese handwriting practice. This is the third. So any parent who has a child learning Chinese will come to this channel and immediately see playlists that are curated for their kids. Now, if they're here for the adult content because they want to just understand better about doing business in China and stuff like that, when they scroll down a little bit further, then comes the other playlist, the Provocative China Podcast, all right, Chinese Cultural Concepts, American Chinese or Chinese American Media Analysis, Guanxi Practice Meetups, when I used to host live meetups, and then the Mindset Report, which is about China business. So now my channel is starting to make more sense to the people that come. All right. So I'm like 20% done with the things that I need to do to improve this channel. And my journey has just begun because I only really started thinking about this about 2 or 3 months ago. And as you learn more, then you figure out, okay, well, this is the reason why it took me 3 years to reach 3 subscribers. And then it took me another decade to reach 300 subscribers. And now it's only taking me 3 months to add another 100 and, what was it? 100 and, let's see, 90 days, 147 subscribers. All right. So our first kickoff meeting, accountability meeting, will be next Tuesday at 9:30 Pacific Standard Time. I'm going to host this meeting whether anybody shows up or not, because my goal is accountability. So me creating this channel, talking through the things that I'm doing and that I'm trying, whether anybody shows up or not, it's helping me. And I've actually created another YouTube channel because in case people start joining this community who want to start a YouTube channel, I haven't started a YouTube channel in over a decade. And obviously a lot of things have changed. So I started a new channel that I will post the recordings for this group in that channel. And that'll be kind of like, these are the things that you do when you first start a channel. And then I'm just going to use that channel to look at analytics. So I'm doing nothing to help that channel grow, but YouTube may organically start pushing it out to people, and then people may find it interesting and they may subscribe, and then they may join our community. It's almost like an A/B test, just to see if you really just put content out there, how much can you grow before you plateau? And then if you want to take it to the next level, what do you need to do? All right. So yeah, so that's that. I'm going to share this in the YouTube channel and hope to see a lot of you guys next week.